morning, guys. Welcome to Cars, Crafts, and Travels. This is Greg again. Appreciate you coming through. Today is a February 2023 Northern Kentucky beautiful day. As you can see, it's not sunny, but it's not snowing. I want to give a shout out to you guys that really have inspired me a ton. The Craps guys, Waylon, Chris, D-Gen, all those guys. They're Jeremy, they're so many guys, and they're amazing. Super amazing. The Cars guys, Throttle House, Car Wow, Straight Pipes, all kinds of stuff. Very entertaining, and I'm just out here trying to emulate some of their talent and incorporate my life in as content. I do a little bit of production work. This is the very bare minimum. Cruising past Cold Springs today in Northern Kentucky, about to get on I-275 and head on north towards Cincinnati, Ohio, which is the main city near where I reside. I'm riding in Stella. She is a 2022 Mercedes Benz /AMG GLA 35. She's an amazing ride to go for any amazing ride in. It doesn't matter what the conditions are, to be honest. I've had her out in the most difficult, really, conditions that I've been in, other than in an M1 tank, maybe a Humvee from the military days. This thing can go through just about anything that, in a civilized manner, that I would find myself on 99.9% of the time. She's the best car I've ever had. Waiting impatiently, to be honest, to upgrade to the better engine in the 45. You find them infrequently. I haven't had the opportunity to find one and be able to make an offer at the time. They're not the most expensive, but they're not the least expensive of vehicles, and I'm pretty much retired. Now this is the ramp on the 275 as we head into Cincinnati. The Stella has a 2.0 4-liter, actually it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. She has a stage 1 tune. She can get up to speed quite quickly. 60 is supposed to go by in, I don't know, 5.1. I've had it down lower. It's not much of a tune. A stage 1 tune is just a flash, pretty much an EMU upgrade. I have the same turbocharger as stock, so, and the same downpipe, so it doesn't sound any better, but it is a small difference, and I can tell the gas mileage is also better than stock, so I'm really happy. Right now, you wouldn't know it, but I'm in the sportiest setting, going 78 miles an hour, just keeping up with traffic. We tend to roll fairly well in the tri-state area. The system is pretty good. We cut through and have some beautiful terrain changes because of the Ohio River Valley. That being said, I've had an opportunity to take Stella and her little 302 or 306 horsepower plus on some nice little runs through this area. I don't speed. I keep up with traffic, but I can get up to speed very, very proficiently. She's not as loud as my 2020 GLC 43 was, but that was a 6-cylinder. To be honest, that had 380 something horsepower. I don't quite remember. And this thing can get up and go because it's lighter to speed. Now, when you get on this thing, it doesn't sound anything like the 6-cylinder. That was very animated. AMG does a lot of work with that 6-cylinder and 8-cylinder setups. Sound-wise, they're the best in the world, I think. If you put Audi up in there, well, when I say in the world, in my small section of the world, I'm never going to have a supercar. That being said, this was the transition I made from, I had the Honda products, Civics, Accords, and they're amazing. But when you get into the all-wheel drive platform, if you're going to make that jump, I suggest an entry-level Mercedes Benz product. I think that they have the best system when it comes to user interface. They're slightly more expensive, but I think the fit and finish is twice as amazing. In a second, you're going to have a view into Cincinnati, Ohio from the Newport and Fort Thomas areas. You're going to be able to see the banks of the Ohio just slightly, but you'll be able to see the buildup on the Ohio side. This is the mini cut in the hill. We made a transition on to 471 off of 275. That was that interchange before. Coming up on northern Ohio, as I call it. The most northern of this area are river communities such as Newport, Bellevue, Dayton, Covington. If you love the river like most people do, it's kind of tough to beat it. You can go to Indiana and have some wonderful terrain, riverside stuff, and it tends to be a little bit less expensive. Built up around Cincinnati, of course, it's a little bit goofier. On the left is a CLA 250. I saw a CLA 45 the other day at the Mercedes dealership. I would go for a CLA or a GLA 45. They don't do the A45 in the United States, much to my chagrin. Anyway, Stella, she does rock pretty well. She has the little ambient lighting. The MBUX user interface. Power this and power that. The only thing I wish was different would be the upgraded engine, of course, of the 45. That gives you either 380 some horsepower if you can find an S. I don't know if you can. It's supposed to be 416 or 420, depending on the sources that you watch or read. I wish that Mercedes held the rev maybe a little bit more like BMW did on their M lines. But it's kind of tough to beat the savings and the price. We are in Ohio. We are in Cincinnati, cutting up through I-71. I've been going slow, much slower than most other people, just for the view and for the video. Usually you're going about 75 up through here, and at the next exit would be the University of Cincinnati and Hospital Hill. Cincinnati has fine universities, fine schools, high schools, colleges, universities, training centers, hospitals, you name it, Cincinnati has it. I'm proud to be here. I think we've gone about 11 minutes, guys. I appreciate your patience and your participation. I would like any likes or, you know, subscription type things. It's not costing anything. It's free, other than your time, which I value as much as mine. I love you guys. Hope you guys have the best 2023. God bless you.